Well, hello everyone, and welcome to day 12 of our Advent reflections. It's a bit dark and dingy in here, but it's mid-December. It's dark and dingy all day. And today we're digging into a great passage because it's literally a passage about Advent. Of course, Advent is the time where we think about, remembering the baby Jesus and the build-up to Jesus' birth, but it's also a time where we look forward and wait expectantly for Jesus to come back, which is exactly what our passage today is all about. So, I'm actually just going to read it out because, in large parts, this passage speaks for itself. Here we go. We're going to start at verse 35. Be dressed for service and keep your lamps burning, as though you were waiting for your master to return from the wedding feast. Then you'll be ready to open the door and let him in the moment he arrives and knocks. The servants who are ready and waiting for his return will be rewarded. I tell you the truth, he himself will seat them, put on an apron, and serve them as they sit and eat. He may come in the middle of the night or just before dawn, but whenever he comes, he will reward the servants who are ready. Understand this, if a homeowner knew exactly when a burglar was coming, he would not permit his house to be broken into. You also must be ready all the time, for the Son of Man will come when least expected. How easy is it to fall into a kind of complacency that, I'm sure Jesus is coming back soon, but it's probably not going to be tomorrow, right? And so I felt challenged by this, and I'd like to challenge you. How would our lives look different if we knew for certain that Jesus was coming back tomorrow? Because that's what the passage is calling us to do, to wait expectantly, to be alive and vigilant and waiting and eager. If we behaved in that way, as though our master could come back at any time, in what way would our lives be different? And of course we think it's just so unlikely. I mean, Jesus, he's not been around yet. It probably won't be tomorrow. It might not be tomorrow. And this is something that I mentioned in my sermon. I would guess if you spoke to the disciples before they were disciples and said to them, hey, Jesus, the Messiah's coming in your lifetime, they would have probably gone, really? Unlikely. That's probably not going to happen. And look how that ended up happening. So, it could be any time. And the passage even says, when it's least expected, we do not want to be caught sleeping when our master comes home. And read the rest of the passage to figure out what's going on with that. But I'd just like to encourage us, to challenge us today, how would our lives look different if we truly believed and if we truly acted as though Jesus was coming back tomorrow? Thanks very much, and I'll see you in a few days.